As I think about the nation's energy policy, I want to say the other day I was invited by Stanford University to attend the defense of a PhD thesis. A woman named Marilyn Cornelus was presenting her thesis to her peers and to her mentors and other persons. And I was fascinated at what she was talking about because, one, it had a lot of value. And one of the things she was saying was they were doing a study of students, high school students, trying to determine if the students' connection, their global connection to something, had an impact on how their behavior would change with respect to trying to mitigate climate change or to decrease their consumption of energy. So for a while, I wondered, what did she mean by global connectivity? And my mind immediately went to, well, Iran, China, England, and developments that are occurring around the world. And I said to myself, how many children in high school really think deeply about those kind of developments? And then as she went on, she pointed out, no, it's doesn't have to be global, in terms of the Earth, but being connected to something larger than yourself, maybe the school, maybe a club, a community, or some effort. And her results showed that if a child, and this applies to people, I would also say, although I've not done the study, if somebody feels connected to something larger than themselves, that creates a context that helps them recognize it's good to change their behavior, good to do certain things like not using the dryer all the time. Maybe once in a while you hang your clothes out in the sun. Maybe you don't jam the pedal down on your automobile and use more gasoline than you have to use. So I found it interesting that being connected to something would be a situation where somebody is more likely to change. And then I think about a lot of people in the United States. There are certainly people that are very well developed and very well connected to a lot of things. But then there's a lot of people out there that have their lives and they're not really that connected to others, the community, and it's going to be very difficult to change them. But again, when she talked about global connectivity, I thought about myself and something I do. I make paintings, and I have on various occasions included caveman art in those paintings. Art that was painted 20,000 or 24,000, 16,000 years ago, usually in caves. I put those cave people's art in my paintings, and I'd like to show an example of where I've done this. This is a painting that I made in 2007, and if you look in the center, a little bit to the right, you see a man walking toward the center. A man, or it might be a man, a person, it's white, maybe has a spear, and then there's a few others. And many, many people have asked me, first of all, they said the cave art for some reason touches them, and they love it. And they ask me, why do I do it? And I'm always very quick, and I say, oh, I like to take the long view of something. And by putting caveman art in a painting, I'm taking a long view, the long view of civilization, the beginning of humans, okay? And only after I heard Marilyn Cornelius talk about being globally connected did I realize I am using the caveman art coupled with contemporary painting, what I do, to be connected to civilization over a long, long period of time.